What started as a loud, patriotic flex just turned into a full-blown military investigation. And not just any investigation. The US Army is now involved. It looked like something straight out of a movie. Helicopters hovering, flags flying, Kid Rock front and center, saluting like it was the ultimate American moment. But behind that viral clip, officials were already asking serious questions. Because now, those pilots could be in real trouble. So what actually happened over Kid Rock's mansion that day? Was this a planned salute, or a risky move that crossed the line? And why is the Army taking this so seriously? Let's break it all down. IT started with a video that instantly grabbed attention. Kid Rock wasn't just posting another casual clip. This one felt different. Bigger, louder, almost cinematic. Filmed at his massive Nashville hilltop estate, famously nicknamed the Southern White House, the footage showed 2 Apache attack helicopters flying unusually close to the property. Not just passing by, hovering. One of them appeared to slow down dramatically, almost as if it was putting on a show. And there he was, Kid Rock himself, standing outside, clapping, saluting, clearly soaking in the moment like it was a personal tribute. Now, for fans watching online, this was pure adrenaline. A rock star. Military helicopters. American pride. It checked every box for something that would go viral. And it did. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. Supporters calling it epic, legendary, even the most American thing you'll see all week. But then, Kid Rock added something that took the moment in a completely different direction. He posted a caption aimed directly at Gavin Newsom, and it wasn't subtle. He praised the show of military respect, while taking a direct jab at the California governor, saying it was something Newsom would never understand. Suddenly, what started as a viral patriotic clip turned political. And that's when things began to shift. Because while fans were celebrating online, people inside the military, they were watching too. And they weren't cheering. Behind the scenes, the reaction was very different. Officials at Fort Campbell, home of the legendary 101st Airborne Division, saw the video and immediately took notice. Not because it was impressive, but because it raised serious questions. Soon after, Major Jonathan Bless, a public affairs officer for the division, confirmed something that changed everything. An official administrative review and investigation had been launched. That's when this stopped being just a viral moment and became a potential violation. According to the Army, pilots don't just fly wherever they want, especially not over private property, and definitely not in a way that could look like a personal flyby for a celebrity. Every flight has a purpose, a route, a mission, and strict rules. Major Bless made it clear. Army aviators are expected to follow tight safety standards, professionalism, and flight regulations at all times. Which means one thing. If those helicopters deviated from their assigned mission, even slightly, it could be a problem. A big one. Now the Army is digging into the details. Was this part of a planned training route? Did the pilots go off course? Or did they intentionally fly low to acknowledge Kid Rock? Because if it was deliberate, there could be consequences. Serious ones. And suddenly, what looked like a harmless moment of patriotism is now being treated like a possible breach of military protocol. But here's where things get even more complicated. Because on that same day, there was something else happening in Nashville. A No Kings protest, drawing attention, crowds, and tension. And reports started coming in that those same Apache helicopters were seen flying over that protest as well. Immediately, speculation exploded online. People began asking, was the military trying to send a message? Were they intentionally flying over protesters? Was this some kind of show of force? The rumors spread fast. But the Army moved quickly to shut it down. Major Bless addressed it directly, stating that the helicopters were simply flying a designated training route in the Nashville area. Nothing more. No targeting. No message. No connection to the protest. According to the official statement, any overlap between the helicopters and the protest was purely coincidental. But here's the twist. Even though the Army dismissed the protest theory, they did not dismiss the Kid Rock situation. That part. Still under investigation. And that contrast is what really has people talking. Because if everything was just routine training, why is the video at Kid Rock's estate being taken so seriously? Now we get to the real question. Did those pilots break the rules? Because in the military, intent matters. If this was just a normal training flight that happened to pass near Kid Rock's property, then this might all blow over. But if the pilots lowered altitude, intentionally changed course, hovered longer than required, or acknowledged a civilian, that could be seen as unprofessional conduct, and possibly a violation of flight regulations. And here's the reality. Military pilots operate under strict accountability. Every movement is tracked. Every decision is reviewed. So investigators will be looking at flight logs, GPS tracking data, mission orders, communication records. They'll piece together exactly what happened, second by second. Because this isn't just about one viral video. It's about maintaining discipline, control, and the image of the US military. If this was a stunt, it sets a dangerous precedent. If it wasn't, then the army needs to prove it. Either way, those pilots are now under a microscope. But here's where this story really takes off. Because this isn't just about helicopters anymore. It's about politics. The moment Kid Rock mentioned Gavin Newsom in that caption, everything changed. What could have stayed a viral, feel-good military clip instantly turned into a political statement. And not a small one. Kid Rock didn't just praise the moment, he used it to draw a line between what he sees as real American respect and what he believes is missing from certain political leaders. That hit a nerve. Supporters rallied behind him, flooding the comments with messages like, "This is what America is about." Finally, someone showing real respect. This gave me chills. But critics, they saw something very different. They questioned whether it was appropriate to mix the military, especially active duty aircraft, with political messaging. Because here's the issue. The US military is supposed to remain neutral. No politics. No sides. No endorsements. So when a viral video like this starts getting tied to political figures, even indirectly, it raises serious concerns. Not just about the post, but about perception. Was the military being used, even unintentionally, as part of a political narrative? That's the kind of question that makes officials uneasy. And it's exactly why situations like this escalate so quickly behind the scenes. Because even if the pilots did nothing wrong, the optics, that's a whole different story now, behind closed doors. This is where things get serious. The Army's administrative review isn't just a quick check. It's a detailed breakdown of everything that happened in that airspace. Investigators are now analyzing exact flight paths, altitude changes, hover duration, pilot communication logs, mission objectives. Every second of that flight is being examined. Because here's what most people don't realize. Military flights are not random. They are planned with precision. Routes are approved. Airspace is coordinated. And deviations, they stand out immediately. So if those helicopters slowed down or hovered near Kid Rock's property longer than expected, that will show up. And if it does, that's when accountability kicks in. Now, it doesn't automatically mean punishment. But depending on what they find, the consequences could range from a simple warning, retraining, formal reprimand, or even career-impacting discipline. And that's what raises the stakes. Because for those pilots, this isn't just about one viral moment. It's about their entire career. Years of training, trust, reputation, all now tied to a video that lasted just a few seconds online. And while the Army investigates, the internet is doing what it always does. Dividing. On one side, you've got people saying, "This is ridiculous. It was just a flyby. Let them salute a patriot." They see it as harmless, even inspiring. To them, this wasn't a violation, it was a moment of pride. But on the other side, a very different reaction. Critics are asking, what if this happened for someone else? What if it was a different celebrity, with a different message? Where do you draw the line? Because once you allow even the appearance of favoritism, it becomes a slippery slope. And that's the core of the debate. Not just what happened, but what it represents. Should military assets ever appear to engage with civilians like this, even by accident? Or is this being blown way out of proportion? That's the question that's now dominating the conversation. And it's not going away anytime soon, so here we are. A viral moment that looked powerful on the surface. Now sitting at the center of a military investigation, political tension, and a divided public. The army is still reviewing the facts. The internet is still debating. And those pilots, still waiting. Because depending on what comes next, this could either fade away quietly, or turn into a headline that changes everything. So what's your take? Was this just an unforgettable patriotic moment? Or a serious mistake that crossed the line? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for the next update. And before we come to the end of this video, I just want to take a moment to say a very big thank you to all of you for watching. Your time truly means a lot. In a world where there are thousands of videos you could be watching right now, the fact that you chose to spend a few minutes here with me on Hajara Rama TV is something I truly appreciate. This channel continues to grow because of viewers like you. Every view, every comment, and every bit of support helps this community become stronger. And that's what makes creating these videos so rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, please take a quick moment to like the video, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends or anyone who might enjoy this content. Your interaction really helps the channel reach more people who love stories, entertainment, and updates just like you do. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Hajara Rama TV, and turn on the notification bell so you'll always be among the first to know when a new video is uploaded. There are many more exciting videos coming your way very soon, and I would love for you to be part of this journey as the channel continues to grow. I also enjoy hearing your thoughts, so feel free to drop your opinions, ideas, or suggestions in the comment section. Your voice matters here, and your feedback helps make Hajara Rama TV even better. Once again, thank you so much for watching and for being part of this amazing community. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, stay entertained, and keep watching Hajara Rama TV.